The two teams are now assembled beneath Driftveil's western stand. Lugia stands at the front of the Johto line, utterly still, the captain's armband stretched across one enormous arm. Opposite him, Harbour is speaking to every Alolan player individually. A hand on the shoulder, a final word, a reminder that nobody walks onto this pitch alone. Johto, Alola, match 2 of the PIFA World Cup is moments away. The whistle sounds, and Johto against Alola is underway. Johto in gold and silver attack toward the harbour end. Alola, in pale purple and gold, move from right to left. Harbour wins it immediately. Forward to Marowak. First time pass into Zeraora. He turns Mega Ampharos. Zeraora is through. Lugia comes out, spreads himself and blocks with the right hand.
That took 3 passes. Johto's backline was pulled apart almost instantly. Morty will not enjoy that warning.
Umbreon intercepts Marowak. Ledian moves it wide. Sudowoodo comes inward. Smeargle drifts left. Apalm darts right. Alola are being asked several questions at once.
This is what we expected. The formation graphic said 3-4-2-1, but Johto have already shown us about 4 different shapes.
Smeargle receives with his back to goal. Lovely touch around Harbour. Releases Sizer. Sizer powers beyond Kartana and drives into the box. The cross is struck hard toward Ampharos. Decidueye gets there first and holds it beneath the crossbar.
Excellent goalkeeping in difficult wind.
Salazzle attempts to spin away from Typhlosion. Typhlosion stays with her, shoulder to shoulder. Strong challenge and the ball runs out.
That duel will be important. Salazzle wants finesse. Typhlosion has made it clear that finesse is going to come with contact.
Marowak carries through midfield. Heracross steps across him. The tackle arrives late. The 17-year-old goes into the book.
He had to stop the transition, but now he has 70 minutes against Mega Zeraora with a yellow card hanging over him. That changes the equation.
Lugia gathers the corner, immediately looks forward. What a kick. The wind carries it beyond midfield. Ampharos brings it down beautifully. Apalm runs beyond. Ampharos slips him through. Apalm shoots across goal, wide by inches.
From Lugia's hands to the edge of Alola's penalty area in a matter of seconds.
Harbour reads the pass into Smeargle. Strong interception. Rattata takes over and moves it quickly to Marowak. Marowak turns away from Ledian. Salazzle has space on the left. Here comes the cross. Mega Zeraora arriving at the far post. Volley. Goal. Alola strike first in Driftveil. Mega Zeraora, 18 years of age, announces himself on the World Cup stage with a thunderous far post volley.
That is superb football. Harbour wins it cleanly, Marowak shifts the point of attack, and Salazzle's cross defeats the wind beautifully. Mega Zeraora doesn't hesitate. That's a finish from a player who believes he belongs here. And look at the Alolan end. Purple flags everywhere. The noise is rolling down from the harbour stand.
Johto do not panic. Umbreon slows the game. Heracross finds Sudowoodo. Sudowoodo inside to Apalm. Apalm beats 1, beats 2. Harbour comes across with a huge tackle. Salazzle draws Typhlosion forward. Marowak clips it behind him. Zeraora onto it in a flash. Low shot. Lugia saves with the legs.
Johto are surviving, but Zeraora is beginning to find the seams between those centre-backs.
Morty has called Sizer over during the stoppage. Sudowoodo is now holding wider on the left, and Sizer appears to have moved much higher on the opposite side.
Johto are almost playing a 4-2-3-1 in possession now. Heracross slides to left back. Typhlosion moves right. Sizer is being released.
Umbreon recovers possession. Into Smeargle. Smeargle waits. Still waits. Harbour approaches. A reverse pass through the smallest opening. Apalm is in behind. Apalm cuts it back. Sizer. Goal. Johto are level, and it is a move painted by Smeargle. He held the ball until the entire Alolan midfield leaned one way, then passed in the other direction.
That's brilliant. No panic. No wasted movement. Apalm's cutback is excellent and Sizer finishes with real authority. Morty changed the shape 3 minutes ago, and it has already produced the equalizer. The gold and silver end has erupted. You can barely hear the harbour sirens now.
Mega Zeraora drives inside Heracross. Shoots from distance. Lugia palms it over. An absorbing first half ends level at Driftveil Stadium. Alola struck first through Mega Zeraora after a rapid transition, but Johto responded with tactical intelligence and the beautifully constructed equalizer finished by Sizer.
Alola have looked more dangerous when the game opens up. Johto have looked better when they can control the rhythm. The fascinating part is that both teams have managed to create the kind of match they want, just at different times.
Smeargle has been Johto's most influential creator, while Zeraora and Mega Zeraora have repeatedly tested the space around Mega Ampharos. The fascinating part is that both teams have managed to create the kind of match they want, just at different times.
And remember, Alola now have the wind behind them. That could make the second half even more difficult for Lugia.
No changes at the interval. Alola begin the second half with the wind at their backs. Harbour steps forward, wins it from Ledian. Marowak feeds Salazzle, low cross towards Zeraora. Mega Ampharos slides across and clears.
That may be his best piece of defending tonight. He read the danger before Zeraora began the run.
Kartana wins the tackle against Sizer, immediately forward to Salazzle. Salazzle cuts inside Typhlosion. Lovely pass. Zeraora is one-on-one. Zeraora opens his body and aims for the far corner. Lugia, an enormous left hand, turns it around the post.
That is a captain's save. Johto are behind without Lugia. No question.
Morty makes the first change. Ampharos departs after battling physically with Kommo-o, and Sneasel enters.
Completely different problem now. Johto no longer have a traditional target. Sneasel will drift, sprint and attack the gaps behind Alola's centre backs. It's become closer to a 3-4-3.
Smeargle turns away from Rattata, slides it between Golisopod and Kommo-o. Sneasel is through. Decidueye rushes out and gathers at his feet.
Sneasel was only half a step away.
Hala makes his first adjustment. Serena replaces Marowak.
That moves Alola into something resembling a 4-2-3-1. Zarina can play behind Zeraora, but she'll also help Harbour and Rattata compete physically through the center.
Apalm escapes Harbour. Kartana comes across. Strong tackle, but the trailing leg catches Apalm.
The left back is booked, and that is significant with Sizer continuing to attack his side.
Smeargle finds Sneasel again. Sneasel darts across Kommo-o. Kartana challenges from the side. Sneasel goes down. Johto demand a penalty. The referee says no.
There is contact, but Sneasel begins falling before Kartana fully arrives. I think the referee has judged that correctly.
The video assistant completes the check. No penalty. The Johto supporters disagree rather enthusiastically. Alola counter immediately. Harbour to Rattata. Rattata spins away from Umbreon and releases Mega Zeraora. Mega Zeraora cuts inside Heracross. Powerful strike. Off the post.
That was ferocious. Lugia did not move.
Two changes from Morty. Raikou replaces Apalm, adding extraordinary pace to the front line. Miltank replaces Sudowoodo and will reinforce Johto's left side.
Morty is gambling on transitions. Smeargle remains as the creator. Sneasel and Raikou become the runners.
Hala removes the booked Kartana. Alolan Ninetales enters at left back, bringing fresh legs against Sizer. Harbour attempts the pass through midfield. Umbreon reads it. Interception number 7 for the Johto midfielder. Into Smeargle. Smeargle turns first time and releases Raikou into open grass. Raikou is flying down the right. Golisopod cannot reach him. Low ball across the penalty area. Sneasel at the near post. Goal. Johto 2-1 Alola. Johto have turned the match around. Sneasel, introduced from the bench, arrives like a shadow at the near post and sends the gold and silver end into delirium.
That is the Morty plan in one move. Umbreon anticipates. Smeargle sees the picture before anyone else. Raikou provides the speed. Sneasel finishes. Every substitution, every role and every tactical choice is contained in that goal.
Morty barely reacts. One clenched fist. Nothing more. Hala immediately calls his players toward him. Hala uses two changes at once. Alolan Sandslash joins the attack. Incineroar replaces Lycanroc at right back, although there will be very little defending in his instructions.
Alola now have 4 genuine attackers. This is no longer about balance. They need a goal.
Incineroar thunders down the right. Shoulder into Miltank. Still going. Cross towards Sandslash. Heracross heads clear, only as far as Serena. Serena strikes. Blocked by Umbreon. Zeraora spins beyond Mega Ampharos. Typhlosion brings him down. Yellow card. Typhlosion, Johto.
A necessary foul, but Alola have a free kick 24 meters from goal.
Zeraora and Mega Zeraora stand over it. Lugia arranges the wall. The harbour wind blows directly toward goal. Zeraora steps up. Over the wall. Lugia saves. The ball spills. Alolan Sandslash follows in. Lugia saves again.
2 extraordinary stops from the Johto captain. That is massive. Absolutely massive.
One final Alolan corner. Decidueye has come forward. Salazzle swings it into the wind. Como-o rises. Header down. Miltank clears from inside the 6-yard box. The referee checks the watch. And there is the final whistle. Johto become the first nation to win a match at the 2026 PIFA World Cup. Alola struck first through a spectacular Mega Zeraora volley, but Johto refused to abandon their structure. Sizer equalized before the interval, and Morty's second-half substitutions combined for the winner as Raikou supplied Sneasel 8 minutes from time.
Alola will feel they deserved something. They created chances, hit the post and forced Lugia into several outstanding saves. But Johto were incredibly intelligent. They absorbed pressure, changed shape when required and punished Alola at exactly the right moment. That's a serious tournament performance.